Welcome back to AFT Dice Season 4. It is round 14. There's only 3 rounds after this. Let's go to the first game. It is St Kilda versus Western Bulldogs at Marvel Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. First quarter. Has been completed. First quarter's done. Western Bulldogs kicked 5-3 to St Kilda 2-2. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter has been done. St Kilda have kicked 2 goals, 6 to Bulldogs 1-2. And at half time, Bulldogs are up by 9 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter was even. St Kilda 5-3 to Western Bulldogs 5-1. Only 7 points the difference. Western Bulldogs are in front. Let's go to the last quarter to see who wins. And in the end, the Bulldogs have beaten the Saints by 27 points. Final scores, St Kilda 12-14, 86 to the Western Bulldogs 17-11, 113. All right, let's go to the second game. It's Hawthorn versus Fremantle at Marvel Stadium. Very high scoring in the first quarter. Hawthorn 42 to Fremantle 39. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, Hawthorn have kicked 4 goals, 5 to Fremantle 3-3. And at halftime, Hawthorn are leading by 11 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, Fremantle have come out, kicked 4-4 to Hawthorn 2-5. And at three-quarter time, it is even 88 apiece. Let's go to the last quarter to see who wins. And in the end, Fremantle have beaten the Hawks by 11 points. Final scores, Hawks 15-20, 110 to Fremantle 18-13, 121. All right, let's go to the third game. It's Gold Coast Suns versus Richmond at Metricon Stadium. Very even. Gold Coast 14, Richmond 15 in the first quarter. Let's go to the second. Second quarter even, 4-2 apiece. At halftime, Richmond are leading by a point. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, Richmond have come out, kicked 6 goals, 3 to the Gold Coast Suns, 2-5. And at three-quarter time, Gold Coast are down by 23 points. Let's go to the last quarter. And in the end, Richmond have won by 5 goals. Final scores, Gold Coast 12-14, 86 to Richmond 17-14, 116. All right, let's go to the next game. It is Essendon versus GWS Giants at Marvel Stadium. And the Giants have come out. They've kicked 6 goals, 4 to Essendon, 2-3. Let's go to the second quarter. Essendon have kicked 6 goals, 5 to GWS 1-5. And at halftime, Essendon are leading by 5 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, GWS have kicked 5 goals, 3 to Essendon 1-5. And at three-quarter time, GWS are up by 17 points. Let's go to the last quarter. See who wins. And in the end, Essendon have just got over the top of the GWS Giants. They kicked 5 goals, 2 to GWS 1-4, and Essendon won by 5 points. Final scores, Essendon 14-15, 99 to GWS Giants 13-16, 94. Let's go to the next game. It's Sydney versus Geelong Cats at SEG. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter, Sydney have come out. They've kicked 6 goals, 4 in that first quarter. Geelong 5-4. Geelong are down by a goal. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, Geelong have kicked 4-5 to Sydney 3-3. And at halftime, Geelong are up by 2 points. Let's go to the third. And the third quarter, Sydney have kicked 3 goals, 1 to Geelong 1-1. And at three-quarter time, Sydney are up by 10 points. Let's go to the last quarter to see who wins. And in the end, Geelong have won by 19 points. They kicked 5 goals, 6 to Sydney 1-1 in that last quarter. Final score, Sydney 13-9, 87 to Geelong 15-16, 106. All right, let's go to the next game. It is Melbourne versus Brisbane at the MCG. First quarter, Brisbane 33 to Melbourne 20. Let's go to the second quarter. And the second quarter, Brisbane have kicked 6 goals, 2 to Melbourne 2-1 in that second quarter. And at halftime, Brisbane are up by 38 points. Let's go to the third quarter. And the third quarter, Melbourne have kicked 4 goals, 4 to Brisbane 2-4. And at three-quarter time, Melbourne are down by 26 points. All right, let's go to the last quarter, see who wins. And in the end, Brisbane have won by 21 points. Melbourne final score 11-8, 74 to Brisbane 14-11, 95. All right, let's go to the next game. It is West Coast versus Carlton at Optus Stadium. Carlton have put 6 goals, 3 to West Coast 2-1 in that first quarter. West Coast are down by 26 points. Let's go to the second. Second quarter, very even. West Coast won it by 2 points, 5-5 to 5-3. And at halftime, Carlton are leading by 24 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, West Coast have kicked 6 goals, 2 to Carlton 2-6. And at three-quarter time, Carlton are leading by 4 points. West Coast 86 to Carlton 90. Let's go to the last quarter. And in the end, West Coast, the home team, have won by 19 points. They kicked 5 goals, 4 to Carlton 1-5. And let's go to the second last game of the round. It's Adelaide versus Collingwood at Adelaide Oval. Very even in the first quarter. Collingwood have come out 3 points up, 12-9. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, Adelaide have kicked 4-4 to Collingwood 3-6. And at halftime, Adelaide are leading by 1 point. Let's go to the third quarter. Exciting game. And the third quarter, Adelaide kicked 5 goals, 5 to Collingwood 5-6. And at three-quarter time, it is even, 72 apiece. We had an earlier game, Hawthorn Fremantle, third quarter, 88 apiece. Let's go to the last quarter to see who wins. And in the end, Collingwood have won by 12 points. Final scores, Adelaide 13-17, 95 to Collingwood 14-23, 107. All right, let's go to the last game of the round. It's North Melbourne versus Port Adelaide at Marvel Stadium. Port Adelaide have come out. They've kicked 5 goals, 2 to North Melbourne 2-5. And Port Adelaide are up by 15 points. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, North Melbourne kicked 6 goals, 2 to Port Adelaide 2-6. And North Melbourne are up by 5 points at halftime. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, North Melbourne have kicked 5 goals, 5 to Port Adelaide 4-3. And at three-quarter time, North Melbourne are leading by 13 points. Let's go to the last. And the last, North Melbourne kicked 4 goals, 4 to Port Adelaide 6-3. But in the end, North Melbourne have won by 2 points. Final scores, North Melbourne 17-16, 118 to Port Adelaide 17-14, 116. And that concludes round 14 for AFT Dice Season 4. Let's go to the top 8. We've got Essendon on top, game clear from North Melbourne, who are second. And Western Bulldogs, Brisbane are in third and fourth. And then we've got Richmond, a game behind Brisbane and Western Bulldogs. Richmond fifth, Hawthorn sixth, Carlton seventh, and Adelaide are in eighth spot with that draw, but are just in front of Gold Coast. And then we've got Sydney on the bottom of the ladder with Melbourne and Port Adelaide. All right, we'll see you next time on AFT Dice Season 4.